Welcome to La Buena Vida Women's Club, located away from the
Well, here we are, another Double Talk. Thank you, everybody, for joining us right here on Double Talk. My name is Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel. I'm glad you said here we are because
We're here.
I'm never sure of stuff like that. See, sometimes it feels like, waiting for Godot here. We're just two guys. We talk about stuff until,
Till
we're
it's
supposed
over,
to be
and
here.
then we stop talking.
Yeah, waiting for
Well,
Godot.
someone will stop.
Like now.
I like now.
Yeah,
Was
that's
that a
how
pregnant pause? Or
Well,
just an
both of us
expectance?
look pregnant, but that's not... Yes, hopefully we're not catching anything.
Yes, especially if it's in the
You have a great list of topics. Let's get started because this list of topics is going to take us up to 10 minutes.
Easily. Now,
I'm not ready.
of course, as we all know, December is upon us now. And it's the first week of December. December is a day filled with activities and holidays and all kinds of cool things. Well, at least one. And that is that...
At least one cool thing.
At least one cool thing that we need
Out
to
of
remember
all this stuff.
for December, and that is that December is National Hand Washing Week. Month.
Really?
Month. Hand washing
That's
month.
that's what the big deal is?
Yes.
The big deal is you can wash your hands finally?
Absolutely.
You wait all year getting them all dirty?
Well, better late than never.
I guess you're right. You
But
want to be clean for the new
This
year.
month commemorates the notion that you should wash your hands, when you should do it, and why you should do it.
Why? When?
Well, you should do it anytime you're going to put your hands near your mouth, which is many, many times, dozens of times a day. We don't even realize we do it. We touch a filthy doorknob.
You just touched your eye.
I know. We touch
and your nose.
We touch
and
all our
everything.
mucous membranes.
Just don't touch me. That's it. Oh, no.
If you touch
And
anything,
after you touch stuff,
you need to wash your hands. We don't realize how many times we put our hands near our mucous membranes. We shake hands with somebody.
you're not allowed to say mucus membranes.
Oh,
on
you can say that.
television.
No, you can say
can't?
that now.
Really?
Yeah. It's a cable.
Does South Park say mucous membranes? I've never heard them say it on South Park. If it's not said on South Park, you can't say it.
They can't say it.
That's the
They just choose not to.
FCC.
No. If you shake hands with somebody or you touch a filthy doorknob that other people have touched, if you touch anything someone else has touched, you should be washing your hands, especially before a meal.
And after you've played with your genitals?
No, before.
Before and after, or
Before.
just before?
Well, going to the
Afterwards,
bathroom.
yes.
I like to go wash my hands before I go to the restroom.
And then afterwards.
That way I don't get anything dirty.
Where?
Where else?
You're going to get something dirty? So before and after, so that's the important thing.
It is very important.
Really? Because
Keep
I
you-
thought the important thing was yesterday was my birthday.
Oh, really?
I forgot about that. There I am.
Oh, there you are. Happy birthday, Michael.
I can't believe I was touching my mucous membranes
Look
on
at
my
you.
birthday.
Look at you.
Yes.
And you
That's
haven't
such
stopped.
a cute. I know. I wish I had that shirt today.
Well, we touch.
I do have that shirt
We touch
today.
over 300 grimy surfaces a day.
Speak for yourself.
We don't even think about it.
If you have a little bit of germination on you, germs, your body starts to make antibodies. What they're saying is people are using, now I'm itchy, people using that 99% killer all the time, they end up getting disease because they have no immunity. You have to moderate. I would only open half the doors you come to. That would cut down 50% on how many germs you get from your doors.
That's true. But people, that's how people get colds. That's how people get the flu, from other people's filthy hands. People sneeze into their hands, then they shake your hand.
What about people sneezing in your face? What about somebody standing over there and they sneeze, like 4 feet away? Don't sneeze molecules go like 6 feet, 20 feet, fills up the room?
They go a long way.
So
put your hands up to
obviously,
block it, and then you have to wash your hands.
Then you wash your hands. But of course it goes through your hands. So obviously December is the month for paranoia.
No, Michael, washing your hands is a very important thing.
Paranoia as part of hygiene.
I recommend it.
Yes. Which hand do you think needs more washing there? Wow, I don't know. He might have to wash his teeth too. Is that anything? Are we on to our next topic, or is that the hand washing?
Those represent germs battling it out on our mucus-filled hands.
So how many hands are there? Are we missing any hands? Oh, I have to get close to watch it because it's on TV. Oh, I should be watching it there, but I can't do it. I don't know. Well, that's great. Washing hands. That's the only thing December is known for.
Well, it's the only thing that's important.
I think it's also National Horse Castration Month.
Really?
Could be. Do you know any other month that they do that?
Every month of the year, I think.
Yeah, but you wash your hands every month of the year. I've seen it.
That's gelding.
I've seen it every year. Gelding.
Gelding week, month.
I know the Geldings. They live on 45th Street.
Can they talk like this?
Well, yes, they do. But everybody does.
I know somebody who doesn't talk like that.
Who would that be?
Our new county manager.
We have a new county manager?
Yes, her name is Julia Brown.
Why? All the others went crazy?
And this was her first week on the job in the Doñana County building as our new county manager.
That's quite a thing to take on. We've been hit by lots of lawsuits and all sorts of things. I hope she can get it together. You know, with a winning smile like that, who would want to displease her?
Well, she's very qualified based on her resume, certainly, and she's taken a cut and pay from previous county managers because the county is broke, basically.
I wonder why.
Well, they're overextended.
Due to the other county managers' management. But other things. We're not laying blame on anybody in particular.
Well, right now, county employees don't have to pay anything for the health insurance. It's 100% covered. So there's no copay, no deductible, anything.
Based on that, they shouldn't have to wash their hands because they're covered.
Doesn't matter how
covered.
Yeah, they're covered.
Yes, county employees.
And we get to pay for it.
Yes. Well, also, somebody else in our local area got awarded an honor. We have a major general now at well, that's not a picture of her, but could be.
She's a major general, man.
She's major, man. She's got 2 stars, and I guess the first star is for attendance, and the second star. Yeah, I thought maybe handing in your homework on time. So she's a 2-star major general. Well, I think it's the only 2-star major general we've had. Oh, her name's Gwen Bingham.
Yes.
And she's the first major general now in 23 years. We've been limping along with minor generals.
They always send out the brigadier general. They're here a couple of years and they move on. It's kind of a career stepping stone for them. She, though, is a major general, and if she sticks around long enough, she could get promoted to lieutenant general.
Really?
That's a 3-star.
Does that mean we can't do Gilbert and Sullivan songs because the major general? You know. Do you know that song? Could you sing it for me?
I couldn't
major general. I don't know it either.
Major. There was a character in Catch-22.
That's true too. His last name was Major.
Yes, and he was a major. And then she
yes. And then what could she do after this?
Well,
she can She could be a 5-star general who's the head of the Pentagon, I guess.
Well, the 4-star general is called General of the Army.
What's a 3-star?
Lieutenant general.
Since when is a lieutenant higher than a major?
No, it's like because
it goes backwards.
No. In Army ranks, you have captain, major, lieutenant, captain, major, lieutenant colonel, then colonel, lieutenant general, then general of the Army. You see what I'm saying?
Not really.
Lieutenant colonel comes before full colonel.
I'm a very private guy.
Lieutenant general comes before general of the Army.
Oh.
4-star general.
I guess I don't want to call anybody vice general. It wouldn't sound right.
Well, it depends on their social activities.
We have some vice generals.
We do.
Let's see what else.
This may be the biggest story, Michael, of the whole show, I think, today.
And we saved it for the third thing.
It's going to take us to the break.
It's going to take us to the break?
Yes.
I'm done with it. I didn't go to school here. I have no idea what you're going to be talking about.
Tonight, Michael, is the football game between the Las Cruces High Bulldogs and the Mayfield High Trojans as they battle it out for the state championship. The 2 teams from the same town are up for the state championship.
Is that the right picture? Because I don't know what picture. Do teams wear different colors?
Yes.
Can you tell us, is that the right colors?
And Mayfield's green and gold. And
green and gold and white and
red
blue. Anyway.
This is the 3rd time they've met for the state championship.
You know, those boys would look so much more attractive if they didn't wear those ugly helmets covering their faces. They have such pretty little faces. Why do they wear those helmets? Well, how does that become a major sport when you can't see their pretty little faces as they're smashing into each other?
Well, it wouldn't be long before you couldn't see the faces for the blood.
Well, that might be what people want to look for. I mean, really, what is football about anyway? Hitting people, getting things, stopping them, grabbing them. You know, that's not very hygienic, that sport, unless you're wearing a face shield.
I'm sure I'd want my son to do it, to get down on his hands and knees and take his head with his brain still in it and ram it into some other kid's head with the brain still in it. But
your kid would have You're planning on having a kid with a brain?
Well,
that's not good these days.
You know,
they're just dangerous.
One can hope.
Dangerous, yes. Well, so what are you saying about this? This is major in terms of there are two biggest, oldest high schools, and they're fighting each other. Yet once again, didn't 2009 give the championship to the Bulldogs, which is where my daughter went to school, as well as you?
Yes, I went there. Go Bulldogs. And
you and my daughter, weren't you in the same grade? But you're younger than I am. And she is younger than I am.
She's younger than I am.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Yes, consider not much.
No, not much.
But you know, this is one of the major rivalries in state football contests. And now USA Today, the newspaper,
yes,
has a rivalry contest.
Well,
where you can vote on the best state rivalries in high school football.
So based on the fact that it's a USA Today contest, and most people who read USA Today are either from Long Island, New Jersey, or California, wouldn't you think those three states might have the most votes? They're the most populous.
I question your thesis.
How do you question? This is round 2 already.
It's a nationwide newspaper.
Yes.
News McPaper.
Yeah, we have about 30 people in the entire state who read that. Only people who read that are people on Long Island and people who are in airports.
Metro actually used to work for the distribution portion of USA Today in Las Cruces.
How many did you distribute?
And there's quite a few.
How
well,
many?
I only distributed a small portion of all
what's
of the
number
thousands that get distributed every day. Every day.
Sure.
And if you want to join the contest, enter into the contest there, you have to type all that nonsense in.
Well, you don't have to do the HTTP.
You don't?
No.
Where do you start?
Only stuff with contest.
Start with contest?
Yeah, because your computer already has everything else on it.
Okay.
Well, but that's a lot to do. Contest.usatoday.
HSS.com
HS High School
/vote/rivalry-2013/round-2.
Simple to remember.
You know, or
all you got to do is go to USA Today
website
and do the crossword, because I do that every day.
Oh,
and then you could play this.
And you can go to the contest rivalry portion on the website, and it'll give you all the rules. The schools stand to win money if they get selected.
If you win the contest, you get to have the winning team over at your house for dinner. You're paying.
You're paying.
You're paying.
Boy, are you paying.
Take your furniture just out to the stable or something.
Those kids can eat.
Yes.
And tonight is a big game, Michael. You going to be there cheering on the Bulldogs?
Well, I'm sure I'm not.
Really?
Yes. Are you going to be there?
Well, I will if you will.
Well, then you're just saved what to do tonight. You're probably going to go see some of those many theater things that you artsy, theatrical people always go to.
Michael, you know, you're involved in the arts almost as much as I am.
Almost, but not quite. That's because I'm doing other. You know, they're changing. How I think we talked about this last week. The different categories of high school teams, and a number of high school teams in El Paso. That's that city near us. They have a lot of school systems. A lot of those guys are getting into different, I guess, championships and categories where they're going to have to go far to meet somebody who is in their league.
Categorization, yes.
Which is going to add expense to the school bottom line. It's a little crazy.
But the more high schools El Paso gets, the more that they can stay together, I would think.
Well, I think their higher level things, they're going to have to go out to other schools.
Because, you know, Fort Bliss alone is increasing its personnel by over 50,000 people. That's, I don't know, how many, 20 new schools?
That's incredible. That's amazing. When's that?
It's going on right now.
Little by little?
If you've noticed,
what do they do? Get everybody back from Afghanistan
They did
already?
freeway off ramps there going into Fort
Bliss.
Well,
but it's been growing over a period of time. They're also the building up there is getting quite dense.
They're building a new hospital up there in Fort Bliss.
Well, I think we're going to have to start to take a break.
Start or take one?
No, we start to take a break, so we're giving another warning. And we should take the break in about, 10 seconds? 9, 8.
Yeah, we're going to take a break, wash our hands, and we'll be right back after these sudsy words.
Welcome to the
Let's wash our hands.
Located away from the crowds, but close to home. Come in throughout the day for Jazzercise, the world's dance fitness leader for nearly 40 years. Treat yourself to a relaxing massage, or unwind in the lounge area or outside on the balcony with friends. La Buena Vida Women's Club, located and designed with women in mind. For information, call Diane at 650-9721.
Hey, you, come here. Do you want to know the news? The Lost Cruises channel is now on 7 days a week. So keep it right here.
Celebrate, celebrate, Fiesta Motors.
Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there.
Celebrate, Fiesta Motors, where buying a car is always a celebration.
Welcome back to Double Talk. Mark Steffen.
Michael Mandel. We're on scene 2. Take 3.
No, there's no retakes here, Michael.
The retakes?
No, we just roll,
Okay,
baby.
scene 1, take 1.
When you're doing it live, the way we do, as a community service to this community,
We're doing it.
there's no going back.
You know how Bob Divin is getting? He put out a call for helping the arts by helping him.
Oh, yes.
And money. We're helping the arts. So if you want to send us money, you can actually advertise on the show. That would be the way to send us money, and we'll give it to the guy who does the. I don't know. What does he do? The lights.
Our producer.
And the guy who does our makeup, because you can tell we need it. We ran out of supplies 4 years ago.
First we kiss, then we make up. But
we wash our hands.
We do.
In between.
And but if you want to advertise on the station, I got news. The rates here for television advertising are cheaper than radio in Las Cruces. It's true. The only real expense is making a commercial, and the way they make them here is very cheap. So
nobody listens to radio.
And once you have
nobody
your
watches radio.
That's true. Which is a good thing for some people on radio.
It's a good thing while you're driving your car.
But once you have your commercial and you run it on Channel 98, you can also take it to some of the other channels on the cable system.
Oh, there was a subliminal message there. Did you get it?
I did.
I got that.
Went so fast.
Oh yeah, there it is. You're talking about 50,000 people over a period of time. We're moving to Fort Bliss. This area is getting more populous, but as it is, to catch up to pre-depression?
Recession.
Recession. It wasn't a depression.
So it was 2008 or 9?
2008. We have to grow 160,000 jobs in New Mexico in 10 years, which is not too bad if you break it down, especially if you're counting on the last 10th year to give you most of them.
Yeah.
It would be, let's say, 16,000. What is that? 16,000 jobs. So it would be 16,000 jobs.
In 10 years.
No, every year. Every year. And General Dynamics is going to come into this town. Well, it's already in this town, but they're hiring 200 more people. That's not bad. And the year to even get started. So we're on a good track. Hopefully we get new jobs. Since we're counting the entire state, I'm guessing as the economy gets better, tourism will get better. Santa Fe will hire more people.
Santa Fe?
Yes, Santa Fe.
You mean the state government?
Doesn't matter. No, because there's more tourists. Yes, more people doing whitewater rafting and skiing and all those things, as well as Albuquerque. Albuquerque gets sort of the leftover Silicon Valley, maybe the people doing animation for TV.
Well, of course, Albuquerque is on the crossroads of two interstates, so people passing through town can stop there for the night, at least, and take advantage of what Albuquerque has to offer. Now, they did do the state of New Mexico did a survey on people visiting the state, and when asked if they would come back to visit New Mexico again, the percentage of people saying yes is down from previous years.
Really?
Yes.
So here's what we got to do. People have to get speeding tickets more often than they have to come back to the state to go to the court. That's how you get people back here.
Oh, the speeding tickets or the cash? Yeah, because if they get a ticket, they
have to come back, and then they have to get a hotel, and then eat dinner here.
But
so you're saying people would not come back to New Mexico for a vacation?
You know
what is the reason behind that?
They come here for the one thing they think New Mexico is good for coming for, and after they've come for that, they don't come again.
What do they think it's good for?
They think they come to Santa Fe. It's okay. They see in Santa Fe. What else is there? And they leave. They don't think there's anything worth coming back for. Maybe they're not outdoorsmen. Maybe they're not campers or hunters or
They don't
hikers.
like green chili?
Maybe they don't like
The
green
beauty,
chili.
the beauty of white sands?
Maybe they're not into the outdoors.
Well,
Maybe they
I
don't
don't
like
like
atomic
I don't like
bombs.
the outdoors. That's what I like here because nothing grows. You sort of feel like you're in a good sterile environment. I like it sterile. You know, you don't have to wash your hands that much.
Well, hence the vasectomy. I understand.
Yes. Ouch. Don't get snippy.
Is that what you said?
Don't get
Snippy,
snippy.
he said.
No, I didn't say that. What were we talking about? Oh, so people don't come back to Las Cruces. What they're trying to do for people don't come back to New Mexico as a whole. But New Mexico has Taos, Santa Fe,
Mexico has a lot, yes.
Albuquerque has Trader Joe's.
Don't forget Las Cruces. I was in Trader Joe's.
I forgot about Las Cruces.
I went to Trader Joe's
Yeah.
Friday in Santa Fe.
What'd you get me?
Well, I asked you, and you said, no, don't need it now.
But what they do say is that the Las Cruces Convention Center is going up to Santa Fe and Albuquerque to try to get conventions to come down to the Las Cruces Convention Center because people say, well, everybody who's in Santa Fe has already seen Santa Fe. Everybody's in Albuquerque seen Albuquerque. Go to the other place you can go to in the state and get away from your own town.
Well, I live in the state, and
Do you?
and I every time I go to Santa Fe or Albuquerque, there's always something to do there. I seek out things there are to do, and there's plenty of things to do up there, especially Albuquerque.
Well, and Santa Fe, both of them, they have plenty of places to hang out, and there's a lot of theater. Speaking of theater, we don't have any theater up there, so we'll talk. Might as well throw this in right now. Speaking of theater, this weekend there are 3 plays going on.
That's true.
There is Nora, which is a takeoff on
A Doll's House.
Doll's House, written by Ingmar Bergman. I saw it last week. It's excellent, great stuff. Girl who plays Nora, I mean, really.
Okay.
The girl who plays Torvald, the guy who plays Torvald, great, is good. The other one is Come Blow Your Horn, which is a Neil Simon play directed by Patrick Payne.
That opened last night, correct?
Yes, it did.
Neil Simon.
Neil Simon.
And it's schlockiest.
It should be pretty good. Yeah, an early one. And also Christmas Carol, speaking of schlock. But it was rewritten. It's a rewritten version by Tom Smith.
It's a musical.
Yes, and Megan McQueen has done, I think, dancing.
Okay.
And
So there's quite a variety from which to
that's
choose.
3
on
things in
stages.
live theater as opposed to Albuquerque would be hard-pressed to have that many live things going on. And Santa Fe, too.
No,
Santa Fe
Albuquerque
have
would not
much.
be hard pressed. Not at
How
all.
many live theaters do they have?
Oh, about 4, 5.
That's 1 or 2
It depends on
more.
what's going on at
They
the
have-
university.
they
the
have,
university
like-
has 3 on its own. There's then there's 3.
Well, they have
4
5 times the
at least 4
population we
theaters.
have.
At least 4 theaters
And
besides
5
the
times
university.
the population.
So that's 7 theaters in Albuquerque. Okay, 3 at the university, 4 elsewhere, maybe 5 even, depending on if
Okay,
they're
7
running.
theaters. So that would be
good.
double what we have, yet they have 5 times the people that we have. So I think per population, we have a lot of things doing.
We do.
And there's a lot of places to go here. But we want to talk about other stuff. What else is there to do here?
Well, you can, if people who like to read.
What does that say?
Well, you did, yeah.
200 jobs.
Barnes and Noble. We
Barnes
talked
and
about-
Noble.
Yeah.
Oh, you can always go to Barnes and Noble if there's no plays.
Like
Go
to
read
read.
a play.
And read a book.
And
And today, Barnes & Noble is having a special discount for educators. Teachers from
I'm an educator.
K through 12.
Yeah.
Get a discount of 10% on all books, toys, and games, and a discount of 25% on all movies and music that you buy. So any teachers out there, educators, even you, well, I'm sorry, Michael.
I'd have to prove it somehow. I don't know how.
You're not a,
I'd have to flash my badge.
you're above K-12, K through 12.
Oh, that's true.
Sorry. But, you know,
Okay, I could lie.
reform school counts.
That's good.
Yeah, so today, Barnes & Noble, get a discount for all teachers. We know teachers need it because they don't get paid worth a darn. I think they get paid less than the custodians, don't they? I wouldn't be surprised. They do in New York,
Really?
thanks to the union. Yeah.
Well, custodians know how to defend themselves. They got those mops.
Mop handles.
Yeah, hit them that way. What else
Now,
is
speaking of
happening?
New York, you know, New York is now going to tax internet sales.
Of people in New York who buy from out of New York, or people who buy stuff in New York out here? Because I would buy, you know, it's a good place to buy electronics from, New York.
Yes,
They have
it's
great
true.
deals, and one of the added bonuses is no tax, and they usually don't charge shipping.
Yeah, so, you know,
What's going to happen?
what I'm unclear about is it only for people in New York buying off the internet, or is it anybody buying anything from New York on the internet? I'm unclear. And how are they going to assess these taxes
It's pretty easy.
on sales?
How do you assess if you are a company and you sold something? So obviously it's places in New York. So it's a company assessing that, not people in New York, because
Buying out here.
Yeah. So we're going to end up getting. Oh, that's a great profit idea. If we start getting big things to sell at good prices, we could sell all over the country and not assess taxes.
But you know what? If New York does it, it's not going to be long before other states start jumping on that bandwagon, because they're just as greedy as New York is for extra tax money.
There's a heck of a lot of money in taxes. I mean, we just had Black Friday. We had Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday had like I think 16% more sales than they did last year, like 1.6 billion.
And I think
I'm just throwing out numbers here.
Colorado and Washington legalized marijuana for the tax benefits they're going to reap from it, which would be probably pretty massive.
That'll happen in 3 years.
No,
That's my guess.
that's true. Now we have to move on.
We do.
One other thing in the news is ethnic mascots for sports teams, high school and college sports, professional sports too.
I love it.
Ethnic mascots. Now,
Ethical?
ethnic.
Ethnic.
There's the Coachella Valley Arab.
Coachella, yeah.
They're the Arabs of Coachella Valley High School.
Right.
Some Arab Americans have found it distasteful that the mascot should be an Arab. This is an Indian mascot from some team someplace.
We don't mean Indian. We mean Native
Indian.
American.
There's an Arab mascot and caricature. What do you think, Michael? There's the
Are they
Milwaukee
still around?
Braves.
Well, then they'd have to say you can't use the Senators or Yankees. Yankees
Yeah,
are the
that could be
Yankees could be
derogatory, couldn't it?
but
Yeah.
if you're proud of it, if you're proud of Arabs, you know the Coachella area feels like it's in a desert. In fact, they name many of the cities and little towns around it after Arab things.
Right, there's a lot of palm trees.
It
date
feels
farms.
Arab. If you want it to be derogatory, it'll be derogatory. If you just take it as maybe you're glad because Arabs happen to be good fighters.
Well,
Braves are good fighters. Brave.
Sure
Where do you
they
get the word brave from? Because they're
right.
brave.
Well, what they had a
What about
team?
the Cleveland Reds? Is that still a team?
The Reds?
The Reds.
Cincinnati Reds.
Then people will be prejudiced against Sox.
Commies.
The Boston Red Sox.
Oh.
Oh, the what? Connecticut Commies? Is that
Well, the Reds.
oh, those Reds.
Yeah.
I thought maybe like the Redskins.
So I don't know. Should we lose them? That's a debate we'll have to take up because we still have to move on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna move on.
we have
And
pet
also,
adoptions.
we don't really care.
Pet adoption's coming up.
Yeah,
This
we always
weekend.
like to show a picture of pets.
Today downtown until 1 o'clock on Main Street, Farmers and Crafts Market, and until 3 o'clock p.m. today at Petco at 3050 East Loman. And tonight,
Oh, not tonight.
Or when is it?
When is it?
Today,
Christmas? Is it? Yeah,
Critters.
I think so. Oh no, I think it's Thursday.
Oh, next
Thursday.
Saturday. Next Thursday.
It's Thursday.
December 12th.
I'm looking for stuff. There it is. Good.
Next Thursday, Critter Christmas.
Yeah.
That's going on at the Convention Center.
You can go home with one of those pets,
Now it's $50 to get in with your pet, but see all the things you get there.
and you're also helping other dogs get castrated.
Well, it
I mean,
helps.
spayed or neutered.
Snip, snip. It's going to help the animal shelter. It's going to help the spay and neuter program.
Help overpopulation of Las Cruces and pets, which is a big problem.
Which we need. It's a big problem here.
So go there.
And also, you know, I read in the paper, it's good news. Remember the Main Street Bistro
I
and
do.
Ale House on downtown Main Street?
Yeah, they made that into a nice place.
They had to close. It was a wonderful place. It closed, unfortunately, because the owner got sick. But he's found somebody to take it over. They're going to open it up. And the good news is they've had to reapply for their beer and wine license.
And
It got approved. They had to do extra special work because they had to get a variance, a waiver, because
it goes to the church
it's
within 300 feet.
300 feet of a church.
And we're ready to go out and take a break.
You mean until next week?
Yeah, until next week. And we're going to go to the Main Street Bistro and wait till it's open.